EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Blues of Tokyo taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that one will... Back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
These are 24. Sink right. Hey, kill.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And it's second down. But you look at this defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
11.
On 3rd down, Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7.
Attack.
Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught at the 30. And what a big-time play there. And even 40 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco off the option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away.
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Blues take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that
and now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 60 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was
and he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
At their own 11-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal. This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Here we go.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Sink right open.
Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now they show jet sweep it instead, a run up the middle here. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Pushing his way through. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, 60 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Decent 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Jones with the catch, and we saw that plenty last season. Fitted well with the Jaguars' 2022 free agent frenzy. Over 800 yards, a dependable target for what was suddenly one of the league's most potent passing attacks.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for a Jaguars.
Right, let's go. Sink right.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. Caught by Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Flush to his right. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
30 left.
Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. On first down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On second down, a run with Etienne. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On play action, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hey, kill.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Play action. It's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's second and 10.
Attack!
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
First down.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage is in lockdown mode everywhere.
This one now in their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Through the middle of the field. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And again, it's Mahomes. This one is caught. It's Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Yellow.
Now is 2nd and 10.
15.
Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco in the final seconds of the first half. And the Blues have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Richie James on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Blues have moved out in front. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now he's loose again. Inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run with ETN. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him in contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Hey, Jupiter.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
11.
Lawrence. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage. Stopped.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Going for it, here's ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they rattle off a big one. 44 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, 57, 57.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Dependable safety back all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And they have regained the lead. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
Ralph. Hey, kill. Check smash.
ETN up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And a 3rd down throw that misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Go. Take right open. 11, Agate.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jags 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Red on red.
2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Done.
Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Lawrence will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, 43. 15. 57.
Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Now here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So no gain on the play. And a fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
All right, let's go.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Go, go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Hey, 30 left.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Here's 2nd down.
Ralph, sink right. Hey, kill.
Throwing now, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st and goal.
11. Here we go, Sahana.
Etienne once more. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now McManus for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes will throw. And got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football